I want to tell you a part of my personal story. I'm in a trap.
It's a trap!
At least once a year I wake up with this feeling. And the last time this feeling was really strong was exactly today, 1 year ago. That's why I've started seriously thinking about this YouTube channel. Back then, I'm actually starting YouTube for the 4th time. Damn! And that's why I'm sitting in front of you now. You know, Joy from Better Ideas has a very good slogan. Inaction is a slow death. There's some essential truth to it, but it depends on how you understand action and all the circumstances which are contributing to it. During the last years, I've read dozens of books, watched hundreds of videos, tried to process that knowledge and apply at least some of it. But I'm not completely got rid of that feeling of unfulfilled dreams as a creator in photography and videography, currently working 9 to 5 in a completely wrong place. Although I've managed to greatly improve over the last 2 years, I'm still sometimes residing in a trap of inaction or wrong action, actually. I was doing a lot of stuff for the last decade, but I was always feeling that it's not getting me where I want. There was clearly a mistake and I wasn't realizing what it is until I think that I found the recipe, at least the one that is working for me so far, and I want to share it with you for free. The only thing you can do is support this video with a like and by subscribing to my channel, so I am able to get my message to more people. Yeah, attitude. It's all starting with it. Everyone is viewing the world in kind of a different way, and because we all have a different set of information in our heads, our use will vary. What I was always wondering about was the certainty about beliefs other people knew about me, that I will not get into the right university, that I will not get a good job or a good girlfriend. And all the people who are trying to convince you with this know about it. Actually, so do you. We know very little about what other people really think. So after living a couple of decades, we absorb a lot of this nonsense and we believe it. And we believe it more than we believe ourselves. Even the ones among us who can count as successful are sometimes full of weird limiting beliefs that they can't do certain things because they're introverts or nervous before speaking in front of a large audience. What definitely helped me to overcome these beliefs is paying attention to the words I'm saying about myself. They matter a lot. And how do I think about certain things and react to certain situations? You will wonder how quickly your use may shift with change perspective. So I'll suggest you to doubt on the most statements you are hearing from other people. Often they're meant to follow the public opinion or other kind of book-like status. One of my main goals since 2021 was to find all the beliefs and statements I have about myself and get rid of them or change them in a way so they're serving me instead of being a conviction or limitation. Simple example, I always thought that I can't write, but I haven't ever tried it seriously, I mean really learning it. And this is how freedom feels, when you're throwing all the trashy beliefs out of the window and start doing your shit. There are no real shortcuts in life. All the things you're reading or watching will help you to come up with the hopefully right conclusions a lot faster. This can count as a little shortcut, but you will need to live it through by yourself. Only your experience counts in the end. So in the very beginning, what do we all start with? Defining our goals, maybe even writing them down somewhere, which is actually a good thing to get your thoughts out of your head and get more space for new ones. And as a result, get a better picture for building a plan. But there's a catch. Let's say you want to get rich, like I want and almost everyone wants, even if they say no, money means nothing. It's not about money, it's about comfort, possibilities. Money is only a tool anyways. So you want to get that $1 million. You've set the goal, I want to be a millionaire. So, as many of us did, I was reading some books and watching some videos on how to track your goals, creating routines and so on. But is it natural? Is it the only way to get where you want by becoming this weird sticker and calendar nerd? Don't get me wrong, tracking and using your time wisely is important. But the one thing I've understood along the way is that just tracking your goals and creating another level of a rat race will just burn you down. Because the money, the achievements, cars, yachts, travels is not what you need to chase. It's not what will make you happy. And for me, it was a goddamn insight as I've realized it. The goal is to become another person. A person who is thinking and living like a millionaire. Who's getting things done, have control over his or her life. Remember it for a later video. Control over your life is the real freedom. And please forget this crap about people never change. Of course we do, we're changing every second. The solution is to find a role model you want to follow, and slowly through regular and repeated action and questioning your thoughts, behaviors, you will get there. You will change. And trust me, you will enjoy it. That's what people mean by enjoying the process and not the goal itself. First of all, you need to understand which kind of person you want to be. Don't expect it to happen instantly, but you should definitely start thinking now. And then ask yourself every time, what would this kind of person do? So simple but incredibly effective. Just start doing it and you will see. Don't forget to adjust your attitude and trust yourself. Not always the people around you. Most of them actually who are far from your role model know nothing. They're living their own lives. You will never be able to explain it to them. Just become a role model they can follow. So many things I was subconsciously saying yes to all the time. Just imagine junk food, spontaneous desires, TV shows, all the modern distractions like social media or messages. To do more, the first thing you need is more time. But the time is already there, it's just wasted. It's wasted for people you don't want to be with. It's wasted for games. Also, I like games, but it was necessary to shift the way I think about them. It's wasted for scrolling your feed, watching TV, reading articles about something you probably will never need. Analyze what are you doing? What are you thinking? Analyze your desires and apply the role model of your choice on them. So the next time you want to watch just another YouTube video like this one, instead of working on a project, ask yourself, what would the person you want to be do? You will be able to resist, to finally say no to wasting time and a big yes to action in the right direction. After you clean up and have enough time, you have to use it wisely. Get rid of all the distractions, because to work effectively on something, you have to focus on it for at least 20 minutes. Just imagine. It's insane, but absolutely obvious. The more time you invest in becoming a person you want to be, the faster you will accomplish the goals you've set. And this in return will deliver the evidence to you that you are able to do things and you're changing in the direction you want. When you reach this point, no money will matter to you. It will just be there as a resource. You will finally live the life you want. I truly believe in it. You decide for yourself. And now we're getting to the core of my problem, and maybe yours too. When we look from a certain perspective, almost everything is an illusion. So it's inevitable to have some, because our whole life is kind of illusion by itself. So back to reality, the context of illusions I want to talk about is danger and happiness. Some time ago I've started to realize that fear, that's what I mean by danger, is like a network inside us that spreads on every aspect of our life. And the larger it grows, the more decisions are affected by it. Put into us by our parents as a safety mechanism, it slowly grows into greatest limitation in our life. And it's absolute nonsense. 99% of my fears didn't happen in reality. And it's also absolute madness to claim that without fear we will jump in front of a train or something like that. I hope you still are able to sing, and as you were afraid to drive a car the first time as I did, now the fear is completely gone. Here are 3 things you can do. Most of your fears are illusions. Nothing terrible will happen. Just be honest with yourself. Just realize it. Don't overthink what may happen in the future. Analyze what you are able to do right now with what you have. And when you have realized that your worries and anxiety are just fantasies, do what you wanted and you will get the evidence again that your fears mean nothing. Don't be afraid to fail. Failing and trying again is the most natural part of our life. The next and the last element of today's video is the illusion of happiness. There are some things I've learned so far about happiness. You don't know how happiness looks like. It's not a beautiful moment from a movie we tend to imagine, like driving into the sunset with music or laying on a beach before the titles blend in. It's a feeling you get when you are grateful for what you have right now, at this moment. So simple, right? I've also started to be fine with good enough in almost every aspect of my life. It does not mean that I always sacrifice the quality. No, I'm just saving time and energy by limiting myself to the best I can get without spending too much time. And I'm happy with it. I hope some of you are still there. Yeah, there are many ways out of this trap, but only if you commit to doing those obvious and simple things the person you want to become, your role model, would do. And do it for an inordinate period of time, basically for your lifetime, every day. Don't worry, let today be your first day doing what you really want. Let today be your day 0.